So, like I told y'all in the previous video, man, the JBP, the Joe Budden podcast, got social media going crazy right now. Right now, the topic is between Joe Budden, Doechii, and Doechii's DJ, Miss Milan. Alright, Miss Milan. So DJ Academics TV, y'all know anything TDE, they can go spice things up. They gonna spice things up. So today, Joe Budden said this right here.
It's fishy. Ain't nobody heard from Doechii.
Yo. It's about what?
I knew you would say that.
No, I don't know.
Yeah, me neither. We can find another topic. Yeah, please. I was just asking y'all.
I don't know what the context is.
I don't know either. What the industry plan shit?
Move right along.
Yeah,
moving right along.
Okay.
I'm Parks. They ain't tripping me up.
Why you ask that question?
Because I thought it would be a little more obvious than it is, but I guess it's not yet. But it's kind of obvious.
So Dirk is in the news again.
I ain't gonna lie, I don't like the perspective that an artist should be visible 24/7. I don't like that. I think there's a such thing as burnout from the fans. You see someone 24/7, they dropping music year long. I think you have a moment, you do your thing, you go all out, take a break. Take a break. Only a few artists are able to stay on the charts or stay putting out music consistently and always, perform well. Only a few artists, and those few artists that do that, they use certain tactics so they can sound as fresh as possible. But don't much your sound now. Don't stay visible. I don't agree with that shit. Because I think the only way you can stay visible is through controversy or by finding different tactics to stay as fresh as possible with your sound. Now, they saying Joe Budden and his crew months ago were acting like the industry plant allegations were false. Let's peek this real quick.
Talk about the Doechii hate?
Sure.
Yeah.
Doechii got nominated for a Grammy and everybody started hating, calling her industry plant.
Damn.
Pretty much.
Album was amazing.
The album's
That's
great.
fucked up.
Even
Album
that,
was
they said
incredible.
everybody's saying that the album was great, has been paid to say it, or just trying to fit in because it's.
You can get paid for saying album.
Yeah, I would love to get paid for
Of course,
saying
someone send me some bread.
Word. Like it's not.
You ain't busted down?
Your traditional. I heard you say that. We're gonna jump you, Joe.
Yeah, I don't utilize the platform in the right way. Fucking lying ass niggas.
Stop, man.
Niggas are liars. I don't give a fuck.
Niggas ain't liars, man.
Niggas.
Some are, some not.
All right, nobody cares about whatever the fuck I was just talking
Nah,
about.
Doechii hate. Yeah, it's just people just talking shit. Honestly, that's what happens because she's not commercially successful, and a lot of people didn't know who she was. So to them, it looks like she just popped up out of nowhere and is getting all this love.
And she's
worked. affiliated
with that side,
Of course.
and this side hates that side. So
Of
anything
course.
this side does that's successful is going to be looked at with a grain of salt. And they're loud.
What
I just
happens
don't know
is
if it matters.
it's so incorrectly used today because people call anything that they didn't see from day one a plant. It could have been happening over here, just not in your wheelhouse. You just didn't see it. Doechii's been grinding.
Yeah. Then they
Putting out multiple projects, grinding, building her, like putting her time in to get to this point. She's deserved this, but because again she was under the radar for so long, a lot of the people who only watch mainstream and numbers don't see it. So now when you pop up to them, it's out of nowhere. Oh, you're a plant. Somebody put you here. No, some people really work hard and earn a spot.
Is it?
She's one.
All right, and another thing, dog, I think it's so stupid. I think it's dumb as hell that if a label is doing their job to make sure their artist is visible, to make sure people are getting as much chance to see the artist as possible, you call them a plant? That's stupid. Especially when people complain about the labels owning too much of someone's this, that, and the third or whatever. Y'all complain about how much money that labels make and then get mad when a label does their fucking job and push their artists, market them. That's dumb. If there's botting going on, that's another thing. That's all allegations. I don't know about the bot shit, if it's true or not. That's what folks are saying. If the bots things, if that's going on, okay, that's something to be argued about. But I would say this to you: if the only way that you know something is worth listening to is if it has a lot of listens or views. If that's your only barometer, I'm sorry that you get tricked that way. I'm sorry. But based on how I process shit, I don't care how many times you put a song into my face. If I listen to it and I like it and it's good, thank you. Thank you. If I don't like it, it doesn't sound good, I keep scrolling. But I'm not going to get upset with a label for trying their best to market an artist. That's stupid. Let's get to the back and forth. So in response to that clip, because Joe Budden was trying to get a moment, no one took the bait, and this is what we have. This is DJ Milan. She says this right here: Joe, you snapping turtle head ass bitch. You saw and heard of her all year. Grammys, Glastonbury, Lollapalooza, just this weekend, Austin City Limits. And now her own sold out tour, which is starting this week. What's obvious is that she's working clearly. This person says like he could have just said nothing. Said that's why the rest of them didn't either, because you can tell he's reaching for straws like, what the F are you even talking about right now? This person says that we don't see that. She isn't as visible anymore. That's it. She's not on TV or the radio or heavy online. We don't see or hear Doechii unless you actively see the information. I hope this helps. She says you don't see that. She's outside touching fans in real life, not just on Twitter, trending to her community. Denial just played on the radio still. What you want is her to just complain about seeing her too much like you already did. I hope that helps. This person says, imagine if he called you or Doechii a bitch. Women get so nasty, man. She said, nigga, bitch is gender neutral around these parts. I would say it to Jonisha too. Please stop crying to me. Alright, so Joe says, it ain't gonna be too many more of these. She says, or what? You were trying to stir the pot. You know what you were doing, hence the moving on to the next topic because it was silly even from you. Enjoy the rest of your day. He says, I'm just telling you something. Do with that what you will. Enjoy your day. She says, LOL, okay, whatever that means. And she says, I really hope those weren't threats of any kind. We can all have opinions until we calling out bullshit. Now I gotta watch myself, LOL. But before Joe responded, she said some more things, saying what's obvious is that he had no talking point and wanted to stir up some bullshit, and I'm glad everyone left him on that hill alone, stupid ass nigga. You know how this shit goes from first person view as a former artist, like the effing nerve. When she was finally being mentioned and seen everywhere after wanting her to finally get some recognition, you same people then complained about her being an industry plant. Now she's silent, she's still a plant? Do y'all notice how dumb you all are? They said he had Doechii on the podcast when Alligator Bites came out, telling her how amazing it is. This new narrative he trying to spin is crazy. She says exactly, you didn't have to listen, but you did, and gave her your honest criticism on it, and even had her owner to tell it to her face. Now you're trying to stir up industry plant allegations, a nigga in the industry himself, LMAO. And someone says not to mention she would join Kendrick for the Grand National Tour in December, but it's obvious they don't really witness it. She says, open up for the biggest rapper currently, but she's okay. Laugh my fucking ass off. Bye. Alright, now I wonder if there's a thing like, because like I said, the label, they're marketing. They're doing their best to market, shake the right hands, make sure she's in the right room to posture so she gets visibility. I wonder if they just say, okay, we're going to chill out when it comes to the marketing. Because although the streams are doing well or people are responding to the music now that people are finding out about you, but the haters' voices are getting too loud that it may start to affect the casual listener, the casual viewer or whatever. Like it was a narrative about Doechii making civil rights music or Harriet Tubman music and shit like that, and I'm like, bruh, I listened to Doechii, I gave a lot of fair listens and things of that sort. That's not no conscious rapper at all. She's not as salacious, but she rap about the same shit Sexy Red, Megan Thee Stallion, Nicki Minaj. She rap about the same shit all them rap about, just in her own eclectic way. But the narrative out there was getting so strong, maybe the label said, all right, we're gonna chill out on the marketing. Let's go ahead and tour, work on the next album, then we'll come back and continue to develop as far as who you are and your image and your sound so people can learn you as an artist instead of fucking with this narrative out there. So that's the thing, but I'm gonna say it one time, y'all gonna continue to hear me say it over and over again. Y'all know labels make a lot of money off the music in comparison to what we believe that artists should receive. If you want the labels to do their fucking job and push the artists, then they'll be stupid to complain when you see marketing from a label. That makes zero sense to me. Don't you want them to earn their damn money? Come on now. Because back in the days when the artist was new, when the label was working on a new artist, they had them doing hella features with whomever that was popping. They had them on TRL, 106 Park. If there was a rapper, they gonna go to Rap City. They can go to all the platforms that we sit and watch, and we're going to be introduced to the artist. Almost every single artist that you know went through that same route as far as people trying to bring the new artist to the audience eyes, to their ears, if it's radio, if it's a radio station or some shit. That's what you did to break and push an artist. Now, it's on the fans if they want to go ahead and listen to the music, like the music, X, Y, and Z. That's on their fans, on the fans. I honestly did not mind the quality of her music. I thought the quality was really, really good. I wasn't a target audience though, so I wasn't listening daily. But before she had a lot of popularity, the Alligator Bites album, a lot of my viewers loved it before I even listened to it for the first time. A lot of my viewers loved it. And that was before the Grammy and everything. They was fucking with it heavy. And so then time passed, and then she received the awards that she got. And it all just made sense to me, man. And at that point, I'm like, okay, that's cool that someone that had an underground release actually continues to work it over time, and then people gravitated to something that had high quality. That was the initial perspective. That was the initial narrative behind her. But then things changed because she became a victim to the rap beef, being with TDE, and she started to be called an industry plant. And then that's that right there. People gonna think she a plant. I'm gonna keep telling y'all once again, that terminology is stupid. I don't subscribe to that terminology because I think the labels need to earn their keep. But hey though, now in regards to that back and forth with Joe and Chet, Joe trying to do content. Y'all see he had an argument earlier. He's trying to stir shit up. So I don't know if he truly believes she's a plant or not. He believes something though, so we'll see if he responds to her. We'll see how that goes. But y'all let me know what you gotta say in the comment section below. I'm going to get about here though. This is another update with Stace. Yo.